Hi everyone, I'm back with another pick a card reading. So if you have not checked out my previous video that I have uploaded regarding on what does your crush want you to know, do check that out as well, because if you have watched that video you may understand the reason why I'm doing these pick a card readings. So today's pick a card reading is more on why doesn't your crush want to tell you their feelings, as well as we are looking at the possible outcome of the relationship between you and your crush, and in the meantime what you can do to stay relevant regarding the relationship and how to take care of yourself. So there are 3 piles. We have pile 1 here, we have pile 2, we have pile 3 here, and I will start with pile 1. This is pile 1 reading if you choose pile 1. So firstly, we'll be taking a look on why doesn't your crush want to tell you their feelings. Secondly, we'll be looking at the possible outcome of the relationship between you and your crush. And lastly, we'll be looking at what you can do in the meantime while this relationship progress. So we'll first look at the Halloween tarot cards, which are underneath the Jane Austen tarot cards. Shall put these aside. Okay, I'll also putting the Magic Oracle card aside. So we have 3 cards here. So the first card is the Knight of Wands. Second card is the Two of Pentacles. And the last card here is the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, hopefully you are able to see the cards. So why doesn't your crush want to tell you their feelings? Interesting. Give me a sec while I process this reading. Okay. If we put together the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Wands, it seems that they are trying to create something. This is someone who has lots of passion, the kind of fiery kind of spark, excitement kind of fellow. Knight of Wands is always, regardless of what cards, Knight of Wands are usually the ones that are very driven. Like look at you see the horse here? He's like breathing in and out, like trying to charge fast. Even if the horse is very tired, but you can see here very determined. So I see here, why doesn't your crush want to tell you the feelings? He wants to tell you, but I feel like he's in conflict because he don't know what to choose. This choice is good, that choice is good. Maybe he's weighing out some options. Or probably he could be maybe he has another crush too. You're probably not the only person that he likes. And it's not really say of weighing down. I don't see that he's very tired in this case here. I see here that he's very on the go, like he's always on the beat, like always catching a rhythm kind of fellow. Fast rhythm, perhaps because of the Knight of Wands. And he seems that he wants to take on the relationship, take off, like you're on the plane and then you just want to go high. This is what I get for the Ace of Wands. It seems that he wants to go, like he just want to fly. He doesn't give a damn. Look at his face, like he just want to fly, but something hold him back also. Something's holding him back from trying to do what he likes. And for some reason, why doesn't your crush want to tell you their feelings is because they are very focused on their goals, focus on what they really want to do. I don't really see here of more of romance, but I think he is all for himself. Because why I say that he's more of himself is because I don't see any other third party person here other than we have the kind of goblin fellow flying around, but that is just his motivation drive, like kind of his mind telling him to persevere. Other than that, I don't see anybody here, so he's really just focusing on trying to get his priorities right. With the Two of Pumpkins, I see here about, again, conflict. He don't know which way to go, either to go and tell you his feelings in a very passionate, very energetic manner, or to just go and pursue his goal, get his priorities right, and try to, you know, try to pursue opportunity, you see. Let's see if I can get some clarity on the Two of Pentacles here. It's a bit of a block, I don't know why, but it's not a really bad thing. I don't see it as a very bad thing. I see here as, at the same time, he may be immature as well, because Two of Pumpkins, look at him, he's a young cowboy trying to decide on stuff. He's not a mature kind of fellow, if you are wondering. With the Ace of Wands here, his face also, he's not a very mature dude, is what I see here. Yeah. Yes, of course. With the Ace of Wands here, you can see here energy, vitality, and enthusiasm. So yeah, I mean, he's a young dude with enthusiasm, like trying to go all out to like do his stuff, but then like he's being held back. Could be that he likes to go wild, you know. That's why somebody's holding him back here. Okay, so and yes, like what I have mentioned, because he's immature, well-intentioned though sometimes unreliable. So he's immature. He don't know which way to go. He don't know what to choose. Good opportunities, bad opportunities. He's like weighing them, but because he is inexperienced, so he don't know what to do. I think I know why he doesn't want to tell you his feelings or her feelings. It's because maybe they have never been in a relationship before, perhaps. Maybe they don't know what to do, and somebody tells them advices and they don't know what to act. So they don't know whether to go for option A or option B. Like maybe option A, somebody tell them, don't confess. And the option B, they say, go confess, because you never have, you know, you don't have that chance, you know, you only live once, the kind of vibe I get. That's why with the Knight of Wands, but I see here that if he go for either A or B, I think he'll go for option B. Why I say so? Because of the Knight of Wands here. He wants to charge fast, but he's not well planned to begin with. He doesn't really like know what he's doing. So yeah, I mean that is what I see for these three cards here. And speaking of which, I have not checked the meaning for the Two of Pumpkins, the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, I was right. See here, weighing two choices, balancing two situations, competition, duality, conflict of interest, struggle for harmony. Yeah, I mean he's struggling to pick which one he wants, you know. Like goodness, like there's only one choice to make and he's making so many weird decisions here. That's what I see for this Halloween tarot cards here. So let us look at the possible outcome of the relationship between you and your crush. If he's a young guy and then he's still like have not yet gone to the working world, I suggest you to wait for this connection, you know. Even though none of these cards here talks about waiting, but I feel that there's a need for a wait because he has so many ideas that he wants to explore, you know. Very enthusiastic, wants to go about, but when you hold him back, I don't think it will make him very happy. So yeah, let's look at the Jane Austen Tarot on the possible outcome of the relationship between you and your crush. Okay, so the first card here we have the Hangman. Okay, let me put the card up here. We have the Hangman. Move this aside. Hope that this one. Okay, so we have the Hangman. We have the Four of Diamonds. Interesting. We have the King of Diamonds. I see that deep in his heart that he's a very generous man. He will take good care of you. A family man. From what I see is that he is able to bring you gifts, you know, jewelries, anything that you desire. He will make you happy for it. And what I see here from the Hangman, that is probably you waiting for the person to come home, the kind of vibe. So because from the way I see this view, I see that he is the kind of money man that you don't even need to go out to work. You know, he will allow you to pursue your own hobbies, creativity perhaps, and every time you come home, he will always bring you some lovely presents, and maybe exchanging gifts is his love language here, with generosity involved here. So this is what I see in the possible outcome of the relationship between you and your crush, is that it's gonna be a very nice one. It's gonna be a very happy home. He's gonna be a provider that you don't even need to go out to work. How lovely is that, you know? Not everyone has that privilege to really be able to stay at home and do whatever they want at home. But this man does provide that, and in order for this relationship to progress, I suggest you to hold on to him, because he is young and he's not yet ready. He's still not experienced, especially if he's not in the working world. So I suggest that to wait in this case. But if you do go into a relationship with him, he's a provider. So yeah. For horoscope wise, I'm thinking of Scorpio. I don't know why. I felt there's some fire and water energy and some earth energy as well, but I'm guessing more of Scorpio. I think it's because of my experience with friends. There's this person that I know who has such personality, but they are young. So that is what I see for this Jane Austen tarot. So what can you do in the meantime is to make yourself feel complete. The full moon. Full moon is always has to do with the end of the cycle and beginning something. So I see here is about being at ease with yourself. Be contented of being alone, being independent, because of the hangman here. Hangman here, look at her. This woman, she's just doing her own thing. She's not caring outside or anything. She's just into her own books, waiting for her man to come home, you know. So to be in this kind of relationship, it takes one to be able to be comfortable in their own skin. This is what I feel for the full moon completion. And let me see if there's anything to add on for this reading. Yes, reading. Sorry. So okay, let's see. Yes. You can now take pleasure in knowing that whatever you have been working towards has now reached its culmination. It may have been a relatively brief cycle or a much more extensive one, yet regardless of the length of time, you have arrived at the stage of completion. Let yourself feel contentment and satisfaction of your accomplishment. Okay, so I think the most important thing is this page here. It is important to not only enjoy this completion but to also let go and allow yourself to relax. People are much too eager to rush to the next item on the agenda without giving proper time and space to appreciate and honor the natural cycle of release. So I see here that this person, this relationship or the crush means a lot to you. To be placed on an agenda, I see here that you just want to grab this person into your life and start a relationship. But in this case here, the full moon does talk about trying to not rush to the next item. I suggest is to, what it says is to enjoy the progress between you and that person, the kind of budding progress of a relationship. Try to get to know this person more, and if that person is meant for you, it will be meant for you, and when the right time comes, you will be able to get into a relationship with this person. So this is what I see here for the full moon. Also, give yourself that time to relax and rest before tackling next assignment. So yeah, I mean, to rest as well. With the hangman here, it makes sense to really just be comfortable in your own skin, you know, be happy with your independence, you know, be happy that what you're doing, like being single, the kind of stuff. Being single, you get to enjoy your own hobbies, watching movies at home without needing to go out on dates to look pretty, to look nice. So yeah, I mean, self-care is very important in this period of time. And I think that's about it for part 1. If you do like this reading, do give a like on the video, and if you are interested in more contents what I post, feel free to subscribe to my channel as well. So thank you for watching this reading and take care. This is part 2 reading if you choose part 2. So firstly, we'll be taking a look at why doesn't your crush want to tell you their feelings. Secondly, we'll look at the possible outcome of the relationship between you and your crush. Lastly, we'll also talk about what you can do in the meantime for this whole relationship to progress or even start. So we'll look at the Halloween tarot cards, which are underneath the Jane Austen tarot, so I'll be putting the cards one side, as well as the Earth Magic Oracle cards. In this case here, you have 4 cards for the Halloween tarot cards. Okay, let's get into the reading. We have the 10 of Cups. We have the Hierophant card. Okay. We have the 4 of Cups. Okay. And last card is the Page of Swords. Why doesn't your crush want to tell you their feelings? Okay, just so you know that they do find happiness with you because of the 10 of Cups. So whatever good memories you have, please know that they do treasure those moments. This is what I see for the 10 of Cups here. They really enjoy the times with you of hanging out. Probably that looks like a kind of prom night stuff, but regardless of whatever events that you go through, they love it, you know, and they really appreciate the times you had together. So why they don't want to tell you their feelings is because they feel, first thing I saw the Hierophant card is, to me, I always see this as being conformed to society, religious belief, if they are religious, or they are just trapped, you know, they are stuck, and there's a kind of stillness I see here for this reading. They aren't telling you because I feel like they just don't want to. With the 4 of Cups here, it's like they have the chance to go and confess, you know, to tell you their feelings. I mean, they enjoy the time with you and all that, but they are not taking up the offer to do it. We can see here that there's this couple here already sharing and receiving and giving, but to him it's like, you probably be the one that is giving the offer all the time, but he's not taking it. He's not trying to receive it. Like, he refused to do it. I don't know what kind of person is that, but I feel like he's a bit of selfish, perhaps. It's like he likes you, but he's not doing anything. Like, he got so many opportunities to tell you that he likes you, just simple as that, but he didn't want to. With the Page of Swords, it's like he's trying to do some soul-searching journey, kind of needless soul-searching, because the answers are there, but he's just searching for more. Like, he's trying to be I don't know what to say about this. It's just, he's just not taking out the offer, and he's just doing his needless soul-searching for things, answers that are already there. If he's looking for signs, oh, maybe he doesn't want to confess his feeling because he doesn't know whether you like him. Probably in some ways you have kept your feelings hidden, and he doesn't want to take action because in a way he doesn't want to make himself look like a fool. Because you see, Hierophant card, he's all covered in bandages like a mummy. Like, he doesn't want to make himself look like a fool, so he's just waiting for you to confess, I believe. Now, this is interesting because if my previous reading in the other video that I had mentioned at the beginning, Pile 2 had a card about making the first move. So if this has relevance to Pile 2, that particular reading, it really confirms what I have said before, is to really make the first move. He's not going to take up the offer or anything because he isn't sure that whether you like him, you know. He likes you, you know. We can see from all these 4 cards, it's definite sign that he likes you, but he's not telling you his feelings or her feelings because they don't want to embarrass themselves. They are just scared, you know. They're scared to tell you because they don't want to make a fool out of themselves, which is normal, especially when it comes to confessing, because you're pouring your hearts out of your sleeve. But again, even if you do show your interest. You see here with the 4 of Cups here, we can see that you did your best. You show that you like him, you take interest for him, but he's not taking up that offer. So in a way, it's not your fault that he or she is not taking up the offer, because you did your best. You see, you did your best, but he just don't want to take it up. It's like he's refusing to do it. Like, he's refusing to confess because of his pride. Yeah, pride is important. See? Maybe in a way he doesn't want to confess because he felt that if he confessed, he'll make a fool out of himself. Not just a fool, but he'll be an embarrassing stock. Like, they feel embarrassed. With the Hierophant card, it's like they bound themselves to these standards, you know. Like, they just want to cover themselves. They don't want to feel ashamed, you know. They rather you be the one ashamed than they themselves. That's why I say they are selfish. Me, if you are, let's say, a guy, it's better for a guy to confess to a girl, you see. Otherwise, I mean, at least show some interest back, like two-way street, because both of you enjoy the times together. Here, there is reciprocation both ways. And what more other signs he wants, it's a bit funny, because he's just waiting. Yeah. Let's see if I can get more information regarding the Page of Bats, Page of Swords. Okay, I mean, that's what I see for these 4 cards. Okay, 4 of Cups. Four of Cups is about being inability to recognize kindness from others. Maybe in a way they also have been treated harshly. They have been taken advantage before. Interestingly enough, my previous reading talks about this man who's a bit of he has been backstabbed before. That's what I recalled. It's interesting in some ways because it's a kind of coincidence. Sorry about that, my phone is low battery, so I'm trying to charge this. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I really find this very intriguing that he has been backstabbed before and he's taking it to his sleeve, like he's taking it like it's a sign of his failure. Maybe that's why he has a Hierophant card as well. He doesn't want to fail. Okay, so that is what I see for this reading. Why he doesn't tell you the feelings, and we shall jump straight into looking possible outcomes regarding this relationship between you and your crush. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Five of Cups. Yeah, disappointment. You have changed their soul. You have changed their souls in some ways, and I think they are feeling in a way a remorse that they did not take action. Wheel of Fortune is about changing destiny. They have the chance to change it, but they are not doing it. Okay, they have the chance to go and change that part of the cycle that they did not like, but they didn't do it. Let's check on the Three of Clubs. Three of Clubs is regarding a preparation. Yeah, okay. So they feel in some way they have to be accomplished. So they want to be accomplished, they want to be in control. With the relationship here, I see what's the possible outcome is endless, you know. With the Wheel of Fortune, it shows that things are still changing, things are still progressing in some ways that you and we have no idea what's going to happen. So there is a divine plan regarding this. It's intriguing. There's a kind of plan with the Wheel of Fortune here. So to tell about possible outcome, we are talking about at least more than 2. I'm getting 5 outcomes regarding this relationship, how it goes. So it's either you have to confess to the person, or he has to get his butts up and confess to you, you see. Because what he's doing is his own making. It's not your fault, it's not anybody's fault, it's just he just stubbornly just want to sit there. Okay, so possible outcome, I can't really tell you much because all I see is that it depends on either him, her, or yourself. So that's what I see for this Jane Austen tarot reading. And what you can do in the meantime is to go with the flow. So yeah, go with the flow. Ocean, ebbs and flow. Feelings keep evolving, feelings keep changing. Times also change and doesn't wait for anybody. In this case, what you can do in the meantime is to just live your own life, live your best life, you know. Live your best life, you know, do your soul searching, just keep doing your own thing. I see here that you are confident. I think you know what to do. I don't think I need to even give out advice because all you just need is to do your own stuff. While I don't think in a way you should sit on this connection forever, because if the man does not want to come up and just tell you their feelings, there's no way. I mean, like, life doesn't wait for anybody. You should find someone that really returns you back, give and receive in two ways here. Yeah, and that is what I see for the ocean card, ebbs and flow. Let's see if I can add in more stuff that I feel that is necessary if we want to have more advisors here. Let's see, where is ocean? Sorry, I cannot find the page for ocean. Yeah, don't be too obsessed with the emotions. Important aspects of art of living is to move with the ebbs and flow of your emotions, joining their fluidity but not being captured by it. It is also not necessary to become obsessed with any particular fluctuation in mood or feeling. So, yeah, I mean, swim with the feelings. Oh, I get it now. With the ocean and the Five of Hearts here, Five of Cups, I see here there's disappointment. So in a way, you knew about this. You knew about deep down that this person may not like you in that way. Or perhaps he likes you in a way but he's not moving. And it makes you disappointed. So what in this way the ocean card is trying to say is that whatever you're feeling, it's normal. You wanna cry? Just cry. You wanna laugh? Just laugh. But at the end of the day, just live your best life as possible. No? Because at the end of the day, things are still changing. You and I don't know what's the outcome, but I hope that it's going to be a very good one. So that is all for Pile 2 reading. If you do like this reading, feel free to give this video a like. And if you want to subscribe to more content, do subscribe to this channel. And take care. This is Pile 3 reading if you choose Pile 3. So firstly, we'll be taking a look at why doesn't your crush want to tell you their feelings. Secondly, we're looking at the possible outcome of the relationship between you and your crush. Lastly, we'll talk about what you can do in the meantime for this relationship to progress or take off. So we will look at the Halloween Tarot cards, which are underneath the Jane Austen Tarot. Shall be putting this one side, as well as the Earth Magic Oracle. Okay. Just like Pile 2, you have 4 cards. So let's take a look at the reading. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Three of Wands. And we have the Six of Pentacles. Okay. Lots of giving. Passion. Giving. I think giving is a important aspect to this reading. So why doesn't your crush want to tell you their feelings? Oops. I feel in some ways is that they are looking for a sign. Why I say they are looking for a sign, because if you pay attention to the Page of Wands and the Three of Wands, we see a wand, kind of think of it like a lamppost. Like they are trying to look for a sign, an answer to how to approach you. So why doesn't your crush want to tell you their feelings? Is they are just waiting. Not in a bad way, but they are just waiting for the right time to come up to you and say out their feelings. And I think they will, because they have lots to offer with the Knight of Pentacles here. He has something to give, and he's just doing it in a very slow manner. He's not going to charge fast. I think to him, think of it as patience is key. And I think, and I see here that in the meantime he's trying to do some charity work here. something to do with community, charity work involved here. Giving and giving and giving, like giving their time, maybe helping out during this COVID-19 outbreak period. Volunteering opportunity perhaps. But what kind of volunteering opportunities, I'm not too sure. But in some ways I think they are helping their neighbors, their community, somewhere around them, like near proximity. With the Page of Wands, yeah, I see here that they are trying to find ways to get to confess, like they are waiting for a sign. Page of Wands, you know, just that young person trying to light up his path to somewhere, someplace. Okay, comparison. The word comparison comes to my mind suddenly when I look at the Three of Wands. Comparison, maybe this is him, these are his friends, maybe he and his friends always compare achievement, maybe their crushes, their experiences, anything regarding comparison. Like he always feels small. I see that he feels small. Even the Page of Wands also, the person is also very small. Look at it, Knight of Pentacles is small. He's probably a very small sized person, not in terms of height, but in some ways that he isn't that kind of loud person. He's not the kind of person who you will notice in the crowd. He's just doing his own thing kind of person. So I see here more, this reading is more towards like his personality in general, but I think it's still important to this reading because it shows you his character. Like he doesn't really hide his true self. We see here that he's giving, he is generous, and he's going to offer up the relationship if he will, but he's just waiting for the right time. Probably in some ways I think he wants to confess to you in person. He doesn't want to do text. I don't think he's someone who's going to do text, because look at the movement of the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Three of Wands. It doesn't show that he is someone who's going to confess to you in text. He is the kind of in-person person, which is good. I mean, it's better to confess to someone in person if it's possible. Due to the COVID-19 outbreak or this semi-quarantine period in my country, Singapore, or maybe in other countries, probably he's just waiting for a time where if the quarantine is lifted, he can just approach you. No? He has the plans ready, but he needs to wait for the right time to do so. So this is what I see for the Halloween Tarot deck. Let's look at the possible outcome between you and your crush in this relationship. We have a Nine of Spades. Oops. We have the Nine of Spades. We have the Three of Hearts. Interesting. And we have the Hermit. Yes, I was right. Hermit. Told you, he's waiting. He's looking inwards to see how to go about with his plan, and he will not reveal it to anybody. He's doing it on his own terms. He's not going to consult anybody but himself, you know. He is humble as well because of the Three of Wands and the Hermit. Let's take a look at the Nine of Spades and the Three of Hearts. Interesting. Flowers. Probably he likes nature. Flowers in general. Maybe he keeps plants. We never know. Okay, Nine of Spades. Now I recall. Nine of Spades is about someone who's having a sleepless night, which says here, Nine of spades is about anxiety. Excessive worry is rarely warranted. You may find that there are flowers where you look for them. So I see here that even though he is confident in knowing what he wants, I feel that he has anxiety in some way. So if you're looking at the possible outcome of relationship between you and your crush, there may be times where you see him as very like a overthinker, but that's okay because most people are an overthinker, like myself included, but that doesn't mean that they are not capable of showing love, you know. Just give them some time to have patience, be patient with them. That's what I want to say, because after all, the Three of Hearts here is about celebration, abundance, festivity, and accomplishment. So when in this relationship, both of you are going to feel very complete. And interesting enough, if you make this into a mirror image, you realize both of you in a way mirror each other in interest and personality. So I see there's a good compatibility between you and your crush in this case. With the Hermit card is about introspection, about being to focus on his health. In Emma, Mr. Woodhouse focuses his energy inwards to take care of his health and comfort. So I see here is that maybe the Nine of Spades and the Nine of Pentacles are something very crucial. There's a chance that he may need to take care of his health. Probably he may have illness in this case. I'm not too sure what illness, but it's something that may have an impact on the relationship if you and your crush are together. I keep saying him because I don't see this as a female. So far I have not seen this is a female that you are inquiring about. So I'm using the male pronoun here. Overall, I feel this relationship is gonna be a very simple and a bliss one because of the good compatibility between you and your crush. Even though he may be an overthinker, but he do know that, and the chances that he may overthink and all that stuff, it might affect his health. So if you do get into a relationship with him, just be sure that to ensure he is at tip-top condition for regarding his health, and to make sure that he just moderate the way he give time to others, you know? Help him, guide him in his plannings, regardless of whether he's capable of handling himself or what. Just be there for him. That's what I say. So let's look at what you can do in the meantime. Okay, so some of you may need to release something in the past. Maybe you may have judged him harshly for his character in some way. But just so you know that he's a good man, if you feel that you have hurt him in the past, just let that go. I don't think he'll hold you very deep on it. He's not a judgmental fellow. He's very generous here. So release any past baggage or anything that you feel that you have wronged him. No, he does not take it too personally. So this is what you can do in the meantime for release. And we have submerge. This is about trying to let your feelings come up to the top of the water. Like all your thoughts, everything regarding this relationship, just let it float, you know. Think, if I recall, there's this app, Headspace. Headspace has this technique that allows someone to really spend time sitting alone somewhere in your own comfort home, your own comfort zone, and try to just think, just let your mind wander about. That's what I see. Not to control your mind, but to just let the thoughts come up to your head in peace, you know. If you're overthinking, just overthink, let it be. Take note of the thoughts that are coming to your head. And I see here with the submerge, maybe having a journal is also a good idea. Release something from the past, or release something that is causing you to feel not at ease. Anything that submerges, release them, write them on a journal, and when you look back at it, you can try to figure out what's happening in your life. This is what I see for the two of them. Take whatever that resonates with you. Do something that makes you able to release something from the past, or release that kind of thoughts. No, take note of them. That's what I'm trying to say. Keep your health in check as well because of the hermit. Try not to get sick during this period. And we have invocation here. Ceremony. So finding your own comfort zone. You know, do something that makes you feel at ease. Maybe you're someone who is very a kind of busy person, perhaps. Or maybe you're someone who is how do I put it? Maybe you're someone who's not giving time to yourself. So this is the kind of time, a period for you. What you can do in the meantime is to just be by your own, do your own stuff. No, can be about praying, meditation, doing anything like doing tarot card readings, anything that will put your mind at ease. This is what I see here for ceremony. In this case here. So in this case, let us look at the meaning for ceremony, if I miss out anything here. Okay, so here's the description here. Whether through indifference, depression, life crisis, or any other manifestation of mental, emotional, or physical blockages, you have drifted from the intimacy with spirit for which you yearn. It is important to do what you can to regain an experience of spiritual power that is contained within you and all around you. Do so by conducting a ceremony, one that involves not only spirit but also material objects you consider sacred. So yeah, I mean, you can set out an altar, do something, pray, and use this period to just ask the divine spirit to guide you, a journey to kind of recovery perhaps, or to make this relationship as a whole. So release something from the past, try to put your thoughts out there, don't let them submerge, don't block them, and just be in your own zone and enjoy yourself, take time for yourself. Yeah, and I think that's about it for this reading for Power 3. If you do like this reading, do give a like to this video. Also, if you want to check out more of my content and if you like what you are seeing, do subscribe to my channel as well. So thank you for watching this reading, Power 3, and take care.